move on to our next news. China faces a critical deadline on August 12 to finalize a tariff agreement with the Trump administration. After preliminary deals in May and June, the U.S. has unveiled new reciprocal tariffs ranging from 10% to 41% on goods from dozens of countries. The latest round of talks in Stockholm failed to extend the tariff pause, with the decision now resting on President Donald Trump. While most tariffs will drop for several countries, China remains a notable exception. Talks between the U.S. and China continue, but without a deal. Global supply chains could face renewed turmoil. Additionally, U.S. tariffs on Russian oil could further complicate China's trade stance. Now we go back to our guest discussion with Ross Feingold. He's a political analyst. He joins us live from Taipei. Thank you, Ross, for staying with us. Now, how might this additional U.S. tariffs on Russian oil complicate China's position in these trade negotiations?
It certainly doesn't make China happy. They've enjoyed the benefit of importing low-priced energy from Russia, plus the political benefit that comes with firming up their relationship with Russia, even though China has repeatedly denied that it takes sides in the Russia-Ukraine war. But the situation, frankly, has benefited China for over 3 years. So if Trump is introducing tariffs related to China's support for Russia or import of Russian energy, it's not going to sit well with China. So it's just going to make the negotiations over a larger agreement even more complex.
And now, what could this have on China's trade policies and alliances moving forward?
The challenge for China is that it wants to develop markets other than the United States. It wants a better trade relationship or market access in the European Union, in the Middle East, in Africa. But there's also very well-known criticisms of China that comes from those places. So people are concerned about security issues from Chinese IT equipment that might have backdoors that gives the Chinese government access to data and other information. There's concerns about China flooding markets with low-priced goods because China has industrial overcapacity. In Africa, there's the well-known concern about China lending for infrastructure projects that governments have trouble repaying. So it's clear that China's policy is to diversify from the United States as a market for exports or for investment. But whether or not China can really succeed in that in the coming years, that's very much an open question.
Thank you, Ross Feingold, for joining us today and sharing your insight throughout our news. Now we move on to our next news.